Are you gearing up to take the Information Technology Associate ITA exam, but feeling overwhelmed by what to expect? Whether you're a seasoned IT professional or just starting your career, understanding the exam structure and key topics can make a huge difference. In this video, we'll break down everything you need to know to ace the ITA exam and boost your chances of landing that dream job in tech. Welcome back, IT professionals. We're SOQ Rick, and here at SOQ Rick, we're dedicated to helping you navigate your career journey, especially when it comes to landing California state jobs. Today, we're focusing on the Information Technology Associate ITA exam. This exam is a critical step for those looking to secure an IT position within the state, and we're here to guide you through the ins and outs. We'll cover the exam format, key topics, and preparation tips to ensure you're fully prepared. So, let's get started and set you on the path to success in your IT career. All right. Let's talk about who can actually take this exam. The state has set up a few different paths to qualify, so listen up and see which one fits you best. First off, if you've been an information technology technician for 18 months, you're good to go. Easy, right? This is a state classification, so if you're in the private sector with the same title, that won't work. Option 2. Maybe you've got 2 years of general IT experience under your belt. We're talking about technical, analytical, or support tasks in any of the 6 IT domains. Don't worry, we'll break those down in a sec. This is mainly for people who have IT-related work experience outside of state service or state workers with approved out-of-class experience. If you are a current state employee in a non-IT classification and you do some IT-related work, like SQL coding, help desk, dashboard development, that experience will not help satisfy this requirement unless you have an out-of-class assignment approved. For more info on out-of-class experience, check out my video. I'll link at the end and in the description. Third way in, college folks, this one's for you. If you've got 60 semester units or 90 quarter units, including at least 15 semester units or 22.5 quarter units in IT or related courses, you're eligible. To be clear, 60 semester units and 22.5 quarter units or 90 quarter units and 15 semester units work. Look closely here. It does not say you have to graduate from college. Essentially, 60 semester units and 90 quarter units is about 2 years of college. And if none of these fit perfectly, don't sweat it. The state also accepts any equivalent combo of experience and education. Don't quote me on these examples, verify with CalHR. For example, if you have 9 months as an information technology technician and 1 year of general IT experience, you will be eligible. Or, if you have 30 semester units and 1 year of general IT experience, you will be eligible. Now, let's quickly run through those 6 IT domains I mentioned. Business Technology Management, managing IT resources according to an organization's priorities. Client Services, full lifecycle support for end-user devices. Information Security Engineering, securing IT data and environments. Information Technology Project Management, overseeing IT project lifecycles. Software Engineering, developing and maintaining software systems. System Engineering, designing and maintaining IT systems. These domains cover a wide range of IT roles, so don't worry if you don't have experience in all of them. One last thing, if you're using education to qualify, make sure your coursework is in IT or closely related fields. We're talking about stuff like software engineering, computer engineering, MIS, GIS, or computing technology. Remember, this exam is your ticket to a variety of IT roles in the state. So if you meet any of these qualifications, you're on your way to kickstarting your California state IT career. Alright folks, let's talk about the official study guide for the Information Technology Associate exam. Spoiler alert, CalHR's guide isn't exactly a page-turner. In fact, it's so thrilling that I won't even bother linking it. I've taken one for the team and sifted through it. Here's what you actually need to know. The exam has 50 multiple-choice questions, and you've got 75 minutes to show off your IT prowess. That's about 90 seconds per question if you're doing the math. There was one funny part in the study guide, though. How should I prepare for the written examination? To prepare for the Information Technology Associate written examination, you should study the content assessed in each section of the test. And when you look at the test content section, it says, this examination is designed to test your foundational knowledge in the various areas of information technology at the level of an Information Technology Associate. So, not super helpful, right? But don't worry, I've got you covered with more practical tips and resources later in this video. Alright, let's dive into the nuts and bolts of the Information Technology Associate exam. Here's what you need to know. The exam consists of 50 multiple-choice questions, and you'll have 75 minutes to complete it. That's about 90 seconds per question, so pace yourself. The exam tests your foundational knowledge across 6 domains: Business Technology Management, Client Services, Information Security Engineering, Information Technology Project Management, Software Engineering, System Engineering. Additionally, it's important to have knowledge of information technology concepts, practices, and principles to provide a foundation for technology-related work. IT services delivery, principles, techniques, and procedures related to IT services. System development lifecycle, including methodologies, tools, and processes. Business processes, understanding the organization's business processes and procedures. Education tools, tools and techniques for effective education. Performance monitoring, tools and techniques for monitoring performance. Data administration, best practices for data administration. These points are critical as they underpin the various areas of IT you'll be tested on. Exam format. It's a multiple-choice exam, so no essays or coding exercises here. What happens if you fail? Don't sweat it too much if you don't pass on your first try. You can retake the exam, but you may not retake it for 12 months. Results on CalCareers. Your results will be posted on CalCareers typically by the next day, but just in case, when you get your score at the end of the exam, I recommend saving it as a PDF. Frequency of exam. The exam is available 24/7 online, which also means make sure you have a stable internet connection. Minimum score to pass. You need to score at least 70% to pass the exam, but that's not enough. You have to be in the top 3 ranks to be what is called reachable. Score to be reachable. Here's the real kicker. To be considered for job openings, you need to score in the top 3 ranks. The exact score can vary depending on the pool of applicants, so aim high. To find your rank, sign into CalCareers at jobs.ca.gov. In the left menu, select Exam Assessment Records. This is where you will see your active eligibilities, including effective date and expiration dates of your scores. Select List Code and you will see your list rank. If you are not at least rank 3, do not waste your time applying for these positions. Score validity. Your exam score is valid for 12 months. If you don't get a job within that time, you'll need to retake the exam to stay eligible. Out-of-state residents. Yes, out-of-state residents can take the exam, even if you're international, but you will have to move to California to work, and most jobs are hybrid, so you will need to be near the office. So if you're dreaming of a California IT career but currently live elsewhere, you're still in the game. How to take the exam. Ready to dive in? Here's how to get started. You'll need a CalCareers account, which can be set up at jobs.ca.gov. Once you're signed in, head over to https://calcareers.ca.gov/calhrpublic/exam/exambulletin.aspx?exam control ID equals 1749, which I will also link in the description. From there, you can take the exam. And remember, this information is accurate as of July 4, 2024, and pertains to the ITA exam code EX1749. Always double-check for any updates or changes to the exam format or requirements. And there you have it. Future IT stars. This overview should give you a solid understanding of what to expect from the Information Technology Associate exam. Stay tuned for some example questions and tips to help you ace it. Remember, with the right preparation, you've got this in the bag. Alright, tech wizards, it's time to flex those IT muscles. We're diving into some sample questions that'll give you a taste of what's coming on the big day. Don't stress about memorizing these exact answers. They're not the real deal, but they'll definitely get those brain gears turning. Ready to play? I'll throw out each question and you take a shot at answering. Jot down your brilliant answers and we'll reveal the answers at the end. Need more time? Hit that pause button. We'll wait. Let's kick this off. Which of the following is not a storage device? A hard drive, B SSD, C RAM, D printer. A user reports that their computer is running slow. Which of the following is not a recommended initial troubleshooting step? A. Check for malware. B. Reboot the computer. C. Replace the hard drive. D. Clear temporary files. Which of the following is a benefit of using a virtual private network, VPN? A. Increased download speed. B. Enhanced online privacy. C. Better video quality. D. Reduced hardware costs. A user is experiencing issues with their computer's sound output. Which of the following would you check first? A. If the sound card driver is installed. B. If the computer is connected to the internet. C. If the monitor is turned on. D. If the printer is online. Which of the following is not a common operating system? A. Windows. B. Linux. C. Mac OS. D. Firefox. Drumroll please, let's unveil those answers. Remember, these aren't the real exam questions, but they'll give you a taste of where you stand. Which of the following is not a storage device? C. RAM. A user reports that their computer is running slow. Which of the following is not a recommended initial troubleshooting step? C. Replace the hard drive. Which of the following is a benefit of using a virtual private network, VPN? B. Enhanced online privacy. A user is experiencing issues with their computer's sound output. Which of the following would you check first? A. If the sound card driver is installed. Which of the following is not a common operating system? D. Firefox. So how'd you do, future IT superstars? All 5 correct? You're on fire. Keep that momentum going. 3 to 4 right. You're definitely on the right track. A bit more studying and you'll be golden. 2 or fewer, no worries. This just means you've got some exciting learning ahead. Time to dive into those study materials. Remember, every question you tackle brings you one step closer to acing that exam. Keep that IT enthusiasm burning bright, and you'll be conquering the ITA exam in no time. Now let's talk about some effective study strategies to ensure you're well prepared for exam day. If you need to study, do it consistently. Whether it's 30 minutes a day or 1 hour on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, make a schedule and stick to it. Find the right study materials. There are plenty of resources available. You can access free knowledge from blogs, YouTube videos, Coursera, and more. If you prefer paid options, consider LinkedIn Learning, community college courses, CompTIA books, and other educational websites. Read questions carefully. Pay attention to keywords like not or best in the questions. Use process of elimination. If you're unsure, eliminate the obviously wrong answers to improve your chances. Remember, you can mark questions for review and return to them later. Prepare physically. Get a good night's sleep before the exam and eat a healthy meal. Since the exam is offered all day, every day, pick a time when you're well rested and feeling good. By following these tips, you'll be well prepared and confident on exam day. Good luck. Remember, with the right preparation and mindset, you've got this. The ITA exam is your stepping stone to an exciting IT career with the state of California. Stay focused, stay confident, and ace that exam. Congratulations, you've passed the ITA exam. Let's break down your next moves. Check your score. First, log in to your CalCareers account to see your exam results. Remember, you need to be in the top 3 ranks to be considered for job openings. Update your application. Ensure your CalCareers profile is up to date with your latest resume, STD 678, and any relevant documents that showcase your qualifications and experiences. Search for job openings. Use CalCareers to search for information technology associate positions. You can set up email alerts to notify you of new job postings. Tailor your applications. Customize your cover letter or statement of qualifications for each job application. Only submit what is required and nothing more. Highlight your IT skills and experiences. Never ever submit a generic statement of qualifications. Prepare for interviews. Review common interview questions and practice your responses, especially using the STAR or CAR method where applicable. Focus on your IT skills, problem-solving abilities, and how your experiences make you a great fit for the role. Network. Connect with professionals in the field through LinkedIn, job fairs, IT events hosted by state agencies, and industry events. Networking can open doors to job opportunities and provide valuable insights. Remember, passing the exam is just the first step. Stay proactive in your job search and keep honing your IT skills. Your dream job in California State IT is within reach. And there you have it, folks. We've covered everything you need to know about the Information Technology Associate exam. From understanding the minimum qualifications and navigating the official study guide, to tackling sample questions and what to do after you pass. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends or colleagues who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tips and insights on advancing your IT career. Got questions or need more guidance? Drop a comment below, and I'll be happy to help. And if you've had an IT-related exam or interview, send it my way. I'd love to review it and provide tips in a future video. Thanks for watching, and let's get ahead quick with SOQ Rick.